Hello, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Welcome to Moody's Mind episode 7. All right. My good friend is joining us tonight, Mr. Justin Osburn. How you doing, my friend?
Hold on. This is how I'm doing.
Oh,
That's how I'm doing.
That is super sexy, super sexy. I just wanted to welcome y'all. Thank y'all for joining us on such short notice. We just wanted to kind of put something together and talk about some random stuff and let y'all know out what's going on new in the world of celebrity sex scandal, right?
Yeah.
All right. So whoever those joining us, not joining us now or later, because this was last minute, thank you for joining us. So Justin, where do we start, my friend?
Damn, I got a lower third and everything. You fancy bastard.
Not at all. I just wanted to just say thank you for coming. We've been friends for quite some time. And when we talked about this, we were actually at one of the most recent shows, right?
Yeah, at Bonds.
At Bonds Rock Bar. We're at I literally was left work. I was in my scrubs and I went to go see them play. And I couldn't miss that for the world because it was awesome.
I texted him today. Hey man, you still down? Remind me again.
Yeah.
We were having a good time.
So we had such a good time that night. So we were drinking whatever, and then we somehow started talking about getting on the podcast and talking about their things and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah. We agreed to all these things. and then he texted me yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday.
I texted you last night.
Last night. And he's like, hey man, we still on for tomorrow night. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck is going on tomorrow night? I don't know what's going on. So no, he finally reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. We could definitely do that, and we could definitely hammer this out.
That was when we were having our big gulps.
Yeah, we were having some big gulps.
Did you see that?
Yes.
Oh my god,
ridiculous!
My god, like I don't know, these big old beers for like $6. Was it like $6?
I don't know. Again, the first one I got was free.
Yeah, they were cheap as hell, and there was like big old beers. Anyway. Well, that's what led us to tonight.
Yeah.
So we had a great time rocking out, had some good drinks, and we planned this. And then it just coincides with the fact that the band is releasing a new album February 17th, right?
Oh man, it's impending.
It's impending. The time is ticking, my friend. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's a little over 2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks. Yeah,
almost 2 weeks.
Over 2 weeks. Yeah. Look at my calendar.
So let me see here. Not only do we love music? I love music. Justin definitely loves music, and he's involved in it in way different ways and way more ways than I am. But I had to come on here and show love because the new album comes out, like I said, February 17th. So check it out.
2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today. It's the 4th album dropped. There's some music already released. What are the name of the new releases recently?
We did Jukebox Blues.
That's right.
And then we did Caffeined.
Caffeined, that's right.
And then Captive.
That's right. That was the latest one, right?
Yeah.
That's the latest release.
And we'll have one more shortly. We're hoping, excuse me, we're hoping for it to be out on the same day as the record. But that is, you never know with that kind of thing. It's really hard to hammer those things out. And our bass player Pablo is the one who's been doing almost all of the content, and he
shout out to Pablo. Shout out.
I went and shot my parts for the video, and he's like, "Yeah, just FYI, it might not be out by then because I'm hitting a wall, man."
No, he's been killing it, man.
I hear you.
That homeboy's been killing it. The music video for Caffeine is great. I mean, if you love retro games, this music video is like right up your fucking alley, man. It's super fun, super cool. If there's anything, I guess that you could use to tie in your love for making music and also your love of movies, what would be the common denominator amongst the two? Like, do you feel like your passion of music kind of ties into having a love for movies and vice versa?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But in different ways. I love the human experience, really. Like, I like dramatic things. Like, when it comes to music, I like really freaking sad music, just miserable music.
I'm so lonely.
Yeah.
So lonely.
I love it. And I love movies that are deep and emotional. I mean, I like dumb shit too. Everybody does. But
thank you.
movies are a different medium, by which to peer into the window that is the human experience.
That is true.
Yeah, I like, I just enjoy, recently I've been running across a lot of videos on YouTube, like the way that they frame shots, and like for Knives Out, they had a bunch of behind the scenes stuff, and the guy was talking like he had a marker and he was going out and drawing on the shot, and he's like, and you're looking here and then here, and then the next shot, boom, look what's right there where your eyes were, Daniel freaking Craig. That's
right.
And it's cool because I nerd out about audio production a lot, and so to start being able to see the nuts and bolts of it behind the scenes for video too is really exciting. I mean, I've done some like video editing in the past, so I for work and stuff. So
sure,
I have a little bit of experience in that. But yeah, I love film.
Do you feel like films that you watch, give you inspiration to make different kind of music, or do you feel the music that you create helps you kind of steers you in kind of the direction of the movies that you watch? You know what I'm saying? Like, does one inspire the other more? You know what I mean? Like movies or music. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I will say that where I am as a songwriter now, I've kind of been leaning into Tom Waits-esque vibe.
I love me some Tom Waits.
Oh man,
yeah, love
and he's kind of a storyteller. For a long time, I wrote only things that were very personal and about me and my own experience. But the more that I write, the more I kind of push that into making stories that have the emotions that I want to sing about. Like when it comes to celebrity, it's always about a vibe.
That's right.
When they give me a track and I start trying to write to it, I'm really just listening and trying to feel out the vibe, and that pushes me towards this emotion or that emotion.
Sure.
And good storytelling in film definitely inspires storytelling in music, I think.
Absolutely.
For me,
absolutely, because they both tell a story.
Yeah.
They both tell a story. One is more visual, and then one is more with the lyrics, but also with Pablo's input, you're starting to get that more visual aspect as well. So in my opinion, music kind of hits on a different level as opposed to movies. But they both have their, qualities that kind of trump the other. So no, I totally dig that, man. And what I wanted to do was, this new album coming out is the 4th release, right? I just wanted to kind of go and give a little throwback shout out to the past albums, because as you know, as a fan of celebrity myself, my favorite album from 2013,
can't beat it,
is Derivative.
Can't win with this guy.
Yeah. So as you can see here, this is the cover art for Derivative, the original OG album, OG triple. Ode to Katy Perry, Staff of Moses. I mean, you don't understand. I listen to this album constantly. It's a guilty pleasure that I have. And if for those who have not heard that, go on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, whatever you want, check that out, because it'll get you started, get you to where you're going, okay, with this new album. So I'm gonna put this up real quick one more time. And what's the first thing that comes to mind when you see that image right there? Go. Me? Yeah.
It looks like a 5-year-old drew it.
That's what I'm talking about. So, okay. So so I'm glad I got you here, because maybe you can give me some insight on this. What is it that went into all the equations? Because is it Greg? Who's into math? Greg is. So Are these math equations?
That is legit. So the titles of all 4 of our records.
Yes.
And this is probably where we're ending it.
Okay.
But derivative, integral, fundamental, and convergence of infinite sequences, they're all mathematical things. I couldn't explain it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so this is how you
what the fuck
factor out a derivative.
Oh, okay.
Hey, dude,
my dumb ass was like, that looks cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of nerd lingo in the second record that Greg helped pitch in. Dude, and no shit, we've been, this album came out 10 years ago now. And
isn't that long?
It's what day is it?
Yeah,
2023.
Yeah, it is. Yo, it has been fucking 10 years ago. Holy shit. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
But
whoa.
The show at Luchador,
Yeah.
this guy came up and he saw that and he's like, which one of you is the math nerd? And I was like, that guy. And he goes, dude, I'm a fucking PhD. Can I say?
Of course.
I can drop fuck bombs.
We're cursing our butts off. Yeah, that's right.
He's like, dude, I'm a math nerd. And he's like, this is so fucking cool. He's like, I love that you guys are nerds. He's like, can I buy all of these? I'm like, this is the first time we've ever gotten a sale because somebody was like, ooh, math.
That is awesome. Oh, that is awesome. I stand here as a devoted fan, and I did not fucking know that. That's amazing. Okay, man, I appreciate that insight. God damn,
dude, did I ever tell you real quick story about that record?
No,
the Staff of Moses. Did I ever tell you that right after it came out? So that song is about. The song was originally titled Tommy Lee's Dick, and I didn't write the lyrics to almost all the first record. I wrote one song, the lyrics. I think Greg had it done when I joined.
Oh, really?
Lyrically, he didn't. I arranged it and wrote all the melodies and all that.
Got it.
But yeah. But anyway, so the Staff of Moses, I retitled it. Right after we put the record out, we got on Twitter, and I saw that Tommy Lee was on Twitter. So I sent it to him, and I was like, hey, dude, we wrote a song about your dick. And he retweeted it and said, holy shit, that's fucking hilarious, guys. And then we got like 1,000 Motley Crue followers.
No shit. That is amazing.
Not a lot of lineup there.
Hey, but you know what? That song rocks. That song kicks ass, dude. The intro, the head. Oh my god,
that was our metal song,
dude. It's so heavy, so good. But no, I thank you for that information, dude.
It's ridiculous.
That's so cool. So which leads me into the next album, which came out in 2015, and I've heard you in the past say that you love this album a lot because you had a lot more input, so to speak. Was it input, something like that? And we're talking about integral. I say integral. Is a pecan. I'm just kidding. Integral.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily. It was just a whole different vibe. It was a whole different experience. That album took me like a year and a half to do.
Oh wow!
I mixed that one. I produced, mixed, engineered that one as well. It was a slog, man. I'll tell you, I've been singing in bands for a really long time, and when I joined Celebrity, I was a huge fan of Greg's work already, but I'd never written to anything like that.
Oh, okay.
And when the first album, when I came on board and we started working on the first album, him kind of filling in Greg, because really that album was just a pure expression of Greg in the weirdest way. He hadn't done anything since I think 2003 or the last Dog Fashion album he was on, if even before that. Committed to a Bright Future is his last record with them, but he just basically sold all his gear and stopped playing. So once he got back into it, he just had a vision and these ideas and wanted to roll with them. And I'm glad he did, because I was fucking lost.
Oh no.
Really. It took me a while. And really, I think there was also the pressure of jamming with somebody that I looked up to. Clearly I don't anymore, but
time changes things.
Absolutely. No. Yeah. So on that record, Greg kind of very much steered the ship and I just smoothed out the edges. And on the second one, it took me a really long time to even just figure out what I wanted to say, what I wanted to write about. Sure. And that album, the lyrics are about 50-50. Yep. And I really love Trapped by the Speed of Light. That song, Greg and I wrote half and half.
Nice. And great song.
And dude, and to look back at it, I have to really think about who wrote what on it.
Yep.
Because what we wrote just went together so well.
That's amazing. I have to tell you, man, my favorite song of all time, of all the full records, is In Passing.
Oh man,
In Passing. And
that's a fucking trip of a song.
That song, I can't tell you how many times I've listened to that song, and it's touched me on especially when I've been down. I always, man, that's a go-to for me, man. I love that song so much. I can't even tell you how much I love it. So In Passing is like, this album means a lot to me because of that song. So
wow.
yeah, I mean that wholeheartedly. So man, so next, and this next album is the first collab with Razor to Wrist.
Correct.
Right? So this album kicks major ass. This one is the 2020 The Fundamental. The Fundamental.
Yeah, so that album, we basically stopped being a band for probably a solid 2 years.
Oh wow.
Or 3 years. We didn't do anything. We did when I turned 30, we did a show, and that was in 2017, and we basically didn't do anything at all after that.
Oh, wow. I remember that. It was the hiatus that broke my heart. Yeah, I can vividly remember that because I believe it was my 30th birthday, because I'm 36 now. So what would that put us then? I was thinking about having y'all play for my birthday. Remember that conversation we had? No. Something like that? Yeah, you remember that? I was so crazy that I was legit wanting to have my 30th birthday, and I wanted a celebrity to come play at my birthday, like wedding singer style. Like I wanted them to come in and rock the house and piss off everybody that was at the party. That's what I wanted. Sorry, but that's my fault. That's what I wanted, and it didn't happen because he mentioned the little departure for a short amount of time, and so, damn, I can remember how fucked up I was. So sad, dude. I was so sad.
So yeah, at the time, our drummer and I think both our horn players joined the Toasters.
That's
and
right.
just basically left on tour.
Yeah.
And I think that's when I really started digging into A Gathering of None, and it just kind of fell by the wayside for a long time. And Greg, we actually have demos of some of the songs that were on the Fundamental from 2016, 2017, where we started working on them back then.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just carried over?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Greg, when we put that album out, when we finally did put the Fundamental out, Greg was absolutely sick of those songs. So he basically had them all demoed for 5 years. I mean, demoed in Greg's sense is way different than what I would call a demo.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that album, when you think about how incredibly fucking weird Integral is rolling into the Fundamental, this is like our pop record. This is the most straightforward record we ever did, and it recorded that way too. When we sat down to record it, we had John Esminger from Dog Fashion Disco flew out and played drums on it, and that guy is a fucking monster. He is just like in the echelon of metal drummers. He should be in the top 5. You should be like Portnoy, Mangini, fucking
shit.
Dude, John Esminger.
That's high praise.
He recorded that whole record in I'm gonna say 10 hours.
Oh, damn.
Like a day and a half. It was and we were hanging out,
shit.
Dude. And I didn't have to do much. There wasn't much editing. It was just he just showed up and whooped its ass, talked politics with me for a couple hours, and then flew home.
That's crazy.
It's so fun to meet these crazy musicians and then just be like, oh man, we're old friends. Like, dude, that guy and I and Jeff, our keyboard player from DFD as well, who flies in, we just get along awesome.
That's amazing.
And but yeah, so Esminger flew in and played on it, and that was killer. And then Dan, I think he did all his parts in a weekend. I think Greg too. Damn. Literally, it was
just banged it out.
Yeah.
Woo.
I mean that's the kind of thing where if we actually had a studio where we had to rent time and go do it, we probably could have had the whole record done in maybe 2 weeks. That's
crazy. That's insane.
I think I finished all the vocals because that was we were finishing it at the beginning of the pandemic. Yeah. And I literally just I treated finishing the vocals and mixing it like it was my 8 to 5. I'd wake up in the morning. I had like, hey kids, and then I drink a cup of coffee. I get a cup of coffee and I go to my studio and like do mushrooms and write fucking
key ingredient, right there.
It really only happened the one time, but
that's fine.
But yeah, it was kind of, and I mean, and again, I think it took me like 2 or 3 weeks to. I think I was doing like a song every 2 days.
Oh, nice.
And it just kind of came out. It was easy, and there was a lot going on in the world, so topically, it wasn't a stretch to. There was a lot of shit to inspire me.
I could imagine. I have to admit though, Cobwebs is a song that you literally could like chop up a body and like do it to that song and not feel bad about yourself. Like you're just like, I don't know how to explain like that.
Am I an accomplice now? Like
you could be committing a crime, you could be doing whatever, and that song just kind of puts you in a place of just, I don't know, serenity, man. I don't know how to explain it. Like that song is so good to me. I don't know if I put it out in the right way, but like, you literally just like, you could be literally chopping up a body, you wouldn't even know the difference. Anyway, I tried to throw that out there.
Did I ever tell you about how that song happened?
I would love for you to tell me. Please do. Please.
So years ago, I work in AV, corporate AV, and we had this sales chick who was awesome. She's like a fucking movie star now.
Oh.
Yeah, she's I haven't seen any of her shows yet, but she's acting in like Netflix series and shit now.
Wow.
Yeah, she's this killer. She's short and super muscular. She's fucking cool chick.
That's great. That's great. Shout out.
Yeah. Her name's Brittany. She's super cool. But when she left her job as doing sales for us, she moved to Dallas and she was working for this company that does sync licensing.
Okay.
And basically what they do is they exist to be a library of music for film and television. Like if have you ever heard like in every TV show ever, there's like the shitty knockoff version of Back in Black?
Always, yes.
That would come from a sync licensing company.
Okay.
They're almost like a record label, but just for film and television.
Got it.
The music that goes in that. So they'll have just artists make like a lot of the times. So a director will be like, "Man, we really need like a '70s rock vibe song," and so they'll call a sync licensing company. Do any of your clients do you have anything in your library like this, or can you reach out to any of your artists and see if they can come up?
Jam out something.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And she had a client that wanted quote EDM mixed with metal.
That's real nice.
And she's like, "Well, I know you make metal," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck that is."
That's a horrible description.
Yeah,
a horrible description.
Well, it gets better. So I was like, "Okay, I'll see what I can do." And so I actually wrote 2 songs that were just rocking straight through, and they ended up. I actually sang on one, and then the other one instrumental. They ended up using it. And she ended up elaborating after they used the song. It was like a gym. They were doing advertisements for like workout videos, right?
Sure. Okay.
And it turns out they were they kept posting videos with Linkin Park songs on them and then getting copyright hits, and their videos kept getting pulled down. And they're like, "Well, how do you even do this?" And so they found a sync licensing company and she reached out to me, and I made them a song. But so I wrote those 2 songs, and I'd never done anything like that. It was really neat having like prompting, like, "Hey man, I want you to write a song that sounds like this."
Oh, so it gave you kind of like a template.
Yeah,
kind of
a direction.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
And then after I wrote those 2 songs, I was already like, because that's not something I do naturally, I was already out of ideas.
Got it.
And I was sitting with my guitar, and I changed my tunings and changed the way I set everything up just to kind of put me in a different place for that project. And I was like, so if this was a band, what would their clean channel song sound like?
Okay.
Like if you're the fucking, if Metallica did the first record and then their clean channel song was Fade to Black. Like if this was a band that's doing electronic metal, what would their clean channel songs sound like, and I wrote Cobwebs, and it is almost exactly the way it came out on the record.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. I mean, the horns they added in, and it was fucking took it to the next level. But
yeah,
the lead was almost exactly the same. Having Esminger played almost the exact same beat that I put in it. I think the lead vocal is even the one from my demo.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
So it all stemmed from a company reaching out,
trying to rip off Linkin Park.
That adds to the legend of that song. That song really kicks ass.
I like it. I think it's I feel like it's a cheap song. But and I'll tell you why. Because when, like, if I were to sit down with an acoustic guitar and want to write a song, you know, you have to think about your chords and the way that they're changing throughout the song and what key you're in and all of that. And with Cobwebs, it's literally one riff the whole song. Yeah. And I just change the vocals and the beat around it, which is cheap, but I think it works. It's not a song that you can, it's not like In Passing where you can dive into it and listen to it and there's more to listen to all the time. Yeah. It's like candy. It's all sugar.
I'll tell you what.
There's no complexity to that flavor.
So Cobwebs is kind of, it's the perfect song for somebody like me who has a simple mind, right? Like if I like something and it's going the same, I'm just happy, like do-do-do, and because there's no change in it. If it's something I like and it stays the same, I'm all about consistency. I don't know.
Flex,
I'm like, it's all about consistency, bro. You know where the gym is? Over there. But that song, I can see what you're saying now. Yeah. Now that you I
just fucking ruined it.
You literally just kind of put it in a way where I'm like, man, he's right. I was like,
dude, and I still have the other two songs that I wrote for that. I pitched the one with vocals to be in celebrity stuff, and everybody hated it. Oh, wow. so I'll use it for something someday. But gotcha. Yeah,
that was a good story. God damn.
So that's the fundamental.
Damn, I'm getting a lot more than I bargained for here, man. Yeah. So we're gonna touch base on the newest album coming out, okay. And the title of the album is very interesting. I know you mentioned mathematics in the past.
Yeah.
The Convergence of Infinite Sequences.
You asked me about this during the Razor to Wrist live stream.
I did.
And I was, you ever feel some days you're just not like, you're like, I'm gonna talk good.
Yeah, right now I'm like, Convergence of Infinite Sequences. I'm all fucking it up. I sound like the old men from fucking Grumpy Old Man. Gustafsson, Convergence of Infinite Sequences. You know, I sound horrible.
Yeah, you asked me about it. And so Greg pitched that title because it was the next in line with the mathematics idea that we were rolling with.
Sure.
And he was like, this is the next one, but I don't like it. And when he told me the title, I was like, no, fuck you, that's killer. I want it. And really, because I thought about it.
Yes.
Back then, and I kind of put it into words, and it was in my mind as I was writing the lyrics for the record. But then when you asked me the other day, it caught me off guard, and I felt like a dumbass. So I'm like, oh no,
I gave some time to think about it.
It means something.
So thus, the world is funny where it comes back around. So now, are you ready?
It's like a circle.
It's like a circle.
Yes,
it's like a circle, guys.
So. To me, Convergence of Infinite Sequences, it means, and it kind of goes with the album art. If I can touch your thing,
absolutely, you can touch my thing.
So you can see the little world there in the back. It's like this thing. It's like making Earths.
Oh, okay.
It's like possibilities.
So that's the core.
Yeah, that's the freshly shaped freshly shaped Earth.
Okay.
And in the older version, this album cover has been through many iterations,
cool.
But there were a lot more. It was a lot more obvious, but it was a little murky in Pablo's.
I have like a Rick and Morty feel.
Dude, you know what? Do you know what? As Pablo and Greg and I did a lot of, we discussed the album art a lot, way more than any of our other fucking albums. And as we discussed it, we kind of started talking about like a comic book feel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And my kids and I were watching Oh my god, I'm gonna blank on this title.
It's okay, it's coming.
We were watching a comic book show, and it was just killer, man. Fucking awesome show. It's gonna kill me now. It's on Netflix. It'll come back to me. But I kind of mentioned that, and I was like, dude, I've been watching the show, and what you're talking about reminds me of that show. And Bob was like, I'll watch it. And then like 10 minutes later, he's like, holy fuck, yes. All right, I'm gonna start animating. But God damn it, no, it was on the tip of my tongue.
It'll come.
But to me, it's kind of like the title is kind of an argument against determinism. Like a lot of people like to throw their hands up about issues in their lives or in society or whatever, and they like to it is what it is. Like, no, man, all of this shit, like you act like you're helpless. Sorry, I left it up. You act like you're helpless to this, but this is a confluence of like cause and effect. Like this is everybody's decisions came to this point. You know, if you want to change something, you got to make those decisions. If you want to make a difference in your life or in people's lives or in whatever. And so that's kind of what I was thinking about.
Got it.
Like change your perspective about those things.
Well, that's kind of important, especially in today's world. I mean, I'll tell you what, though, from, being privy to being your friend, and I had a little, early, access to the music at hand. I have a feeling that people are gonna they're gonna have their fucking, they're just gonna knock their socks off, man. I can't even tell you, like, because the music itself doesn't get the credit it deserves. And I have been telling you this for you just told me 10 years. You told me I told you the same thing 10 years ago, and I'm gonna continue to say it as of now. That this newest album is just another step, and a big step towards y'all, just moving. I can't even tell you. It's not. I know you don't make the music to become famous. You make the music because you love what you do.
Sure,
you love it. You're an artist, my guy. You have always been an artist, and I think that is what has fascinated me the most, is the fact that through everything, through life, you're a great father. All right. You work your ass off. Through all of that stuff, you still do what you got to do as a man, but yet you do this as a passion, and you fucking make great music, man. And I respect that, because, everybody's looking, for excuses as to why they can't succeed or why they can't do what they love and they're passionate about. This music is all about passion. You have Greg and the other guys in the band that are just as passionate. They're great guys. And I think that's why we're friends. Yeah, they're all right. Yeah, they're all right. I find it. That's how I relate to you guys.
Yeah,
I relate to y'all on that level, because I know y'all work your asses off, and then y'all go out and make this kind of music, and I appreciate that, man. And for me, as a fan, and the fact that I'm your friend, I appreciate. I'm just gonna keep saying I appreciate. Just repeat myself over and over. But no, because the music is great, man. For all you, older folks that feel like you're too old, you can't get down and rock. It ain't never late. It's never too late. So check out this new music, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna unlock something that you didn't realize you had. Just check this shit out, man. Check it out. So
it's definitely not easy.
No,
it's not easy to make at all. Like, it literally took us 2 years to make this record. We started working on this album like literally the week the Fundamental came out. We started. Greg was like, "You want to come listen to demos?"
That's awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing.
I mean, fuck, dude. That picture. Hey, where's that picture of us at the St. Anthony?
Oh shit. Okay, so we're gonna give you a little insight into our personal friendship here. So this is one for
yeah. That night, I was excited because I wanted to show you. I think I had 3 or 4 songs done. Already finished.
You did. You
did. That was a year ago. Like less than, I think, man, I already had, I think, 3 or 4, maybe more songs finished. And I wanted to show you.
You want to know what's significant about that night for me as well?
What's that?
Is that you gave me a very special gift.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
That's right. You gave me a cassette tape of Iowa, but It was the red version, right? And he gave it to me. I didn't know anything about it. We're big maggots, if y'all haven't figured it out. And he gifted me with this fucking cassette tape, and I was like floored. I was like, dude, I fucking love you. Like, I was like, I love you, bro. And we had a good time. And my honey dropped me off. Like, oh yeah, that's the night you dropped me off. Like a little kid.
He's like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you give me the cassette tape. It's in my. I carry that. It's in my car.
You have a
carry
cassette
that
player in your car?
No, I don't. I carry that thing with me everywhere I go, and my car is good luck.
No,
it's in my glove box. It's right on the top. It's right there. Seriously. Wow. I love that thing. No, I'm not kidding. So more from that night. That was a fun ass night because not only that, we were joined by another friend of ours who we love to death, and he was just a couple photos of us acting like some complete assholes.
Our buddy Luke.
So this is us trying to be serious, right? Lukey, that's my man, Luke. Shout out to Luke. I love you, brother. We're trying to have like a serious photo, so you see me and Luke get the fucking memo. But Justin starts laughing his ass off.
Well, you said something. You said something sarcastic and started cracking me up. You were like, serious face, farts. Or so,
yeah,
you said something.
And then, so we almost had a perfect photo. So then you say something to me, and I'm blushing. So Luke stays in character. He's like, yo, GQ, fish lips, I'm killing it. And you got me laughing like a son of a bitch. And I just, man, that night was so fun, man. And okay, so you said 10 years from the very first Celebrity album. Can we date this following photo here?
Dude, that has to be right after the album came out.
It has to be, right?
Yeah.
Right after. So it's around that same time frame, right?
Yep.
So, and I just want to dissect this photo a little bit, okay? If that's okay with you. I have this shirt, okay? I have the pink version.
Okay.
And it's in my storage. I cut the sleeves off too as well. So that's a vintage. No one else probably has that. I have that motherfucker. I don't care. Number two is there's a little bit of a change.
Yeah, I have way less tattoos here. I knew where you were going, brother. I'm right there with you.
No. I was just teasing you, but no, I just was throwing back to the fact that
I used to have long ass hair.
This photo really kind of touches base with the fact that I remember do you remember the first time we met?
No,
you don't.
Was that in shirts or was that at Fitzgerald's?
It was at Shirts.
Yeah,
it was a Halloween party, and you. I met you and Vanessa for the first time. Sorry if I shouldn't have said her name.
No, it's fine.
You and your beautiful wife. I met y'all for the first time, and there was a Halloween party going on. You showed up, and you had the black and white paint,
like the corpse paint. Yeah.
Yes, right. And that's when we first met. We started talking about music. I was dressed as like a ghoul. Like I had like this weird ass mask, half mask mouth thing, and I was bloody and all.
Was Vanessa a skeleton too?
Yes, she was.
Okay.
Yes.
I remember that makeup. There's a picture of us all.
That's right.
Makeuped up.
And we proceeded we met each other. We said hello. We talked about music, and we just never stopped talking. I remember we just hit it off really well.
It doesn't seem like a problem.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a problem. And I can't say that about a lot of people, that I can remember the first time I met somebody. And that I remember that night like it was yesterday, man. We had a fucking blast. And we were drinking our asses off.
That's probably why I don't remember.
Yeah. Oh, we were drinking. And I remember Luke. I was talking to Luke about it. And I was like, dude, love that guy. I think we were both like peeing side by side. We're talking about you. I'm like, dude, I love that guy. He's like, oi, not right now. I'm like, oi. Hey, what's the big deal? What's the problem here?
Hey, you know what? I think the best time to talk about me is when your dick is in.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly. But I can remember that, and it's just so funny from then to now that our friendship has, despite the different ways it came up to be, we've always maintained that friendship.
Oh yeah, man.
A little text here, a call here, a little love here. It's always been about love, don't you think? It's always been love.
It is just raw, unrealized gay attraction.
Raw
is really what
he said. Raw. When you think of raw, you think of okay.
No,
but
dude,
okay,
we really like. I think we just fucking hit it off, and when we first met, and I'm fortunate that you're a fan of my band because I get to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Like dude, I don't go out much, and I didn't have kids then, but I do now. And so I don't get to go hang out, go to the bar and fuck off like we used to.
Mm-hmm.
So you being a fan of my band has allowed me to maintain our friendship in where I probably would not have been able to.
Man, this is so beautiful. We get to capture this shit on video. Fuck, this is amazing. This is amazing. No, but I got a couple more photos for you folks. Okay. A little insight. This is the fucking three amigos, all right? The tremendous trio. Look at us. Look at these guys. Look at the guys.
What is that one from?
This was downtown somewhere. You were there, honey.
Oh, this was this was our first show back.
Yes. Yes, all right. That's right. Of course I had to be at the first show back.
Yeah.
Amp room. That's right, baby. That's right. Amp room.
Yeah.
Now that was a good time. Yeah. We had a good y'all killed it. Y'all killed it that night. That
was a nerve-inducing show. That was our first show in fucking full. Well, aside from the live stream, which but yeah, I think that was our first actual show in like 4 years or 5 years.
It was a long time. And ridiculous. That place had changed so much. I remember going in that motherfucker. I don't know if it was a different name or whatever. I just felt like I had been there before. And it was like a bunch of college kids. And like, it was like it was weird. Like, it didn't feel like rock and roll. It felt kind of like uppity and everybody's all like, what's this band? What do they have to? And then y'all start playing and motherfuckers was like, all these fucking squares and fucking entered in the building. And I'm like, I'm fucking going. Where's fucking all the fun's here? Anyway.
Dude, I remember looking out in the audience at that show. We never really played any like metal shows when we were, doing it the first time around. And so playing that show, we were all really nervous. We got offered that slot. It was before our big show with Polka Dot.
Yeah, and that's right.
And we were like, fuck it, let's go do a warm-up show. It's a chance to play something we've never done before. And so we go out and play. And I remember looking out at the audience, and there were all these metal dudes with their arms folded that looked pissed. And their girlfriends were like, babe, this is awesome.
Yeah. That was in the front. Front. In the back, that's where all the people that were like, I don't know, college students or some shit.
I just remember looking out and seeing a lot of angry dudes and happy girlfriends. And I was like, do girls like our music?
No, they just love you. They just love you, bro. I think you had like the little V-neck going on. Had a little turtleneck and all that going on. All that.
No, that's it. Yeah. Oh, I just wrong one. I jumped the gun here.
No, I love it. Okay, so this is how crazy that night got. Look, he's stiff as a board, and you're like, bring it. You're like, bring it. Whatever that is, I bring it. I was drunk. Look at my fat ass.
That's my Dead Alive shirt. Hey, you know what? I bought that shirt when I was with you.
Are you serious?
I bought that shirt at the horror convention we went to.
Oh yeah,
man.
I forgot about that,
dude. My kids they have those like horror stuffies that they bought.
No way.
Yeah, dude. They bought this fucking stuffed bat.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, it's not a real stuffed bat. Yeah.
And
then there was like a hyena with a million eyes. Yeah, Atlas, my little one, fucking drags that thing around everywhere.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Love the kids, man. Oh, by the way, little side note. We talk about this all the time. You two have the coolest kids.
Oh, they're dicks.
On God's green earth. I don't care. They are the coolest kids.
They
Shout out to the boys because they are when it comes to looking smooth and suave and all, dude, I can only hope.
Dude,
I can only hope,
That is 100% an extension of my wife being cool.
I believe it.
They look awesome because my wife will not let them leave the house looking like shit. They're like, I'd let them. I'd like cover them in mud. Like, there, you're not naked. Get in the car and shut up.
We talked about it. I was like, every time we're like, we doing, the stalking on Insta or Facebook, whatever. It's like they're the coolest kids. Like she'll randomly be on the toilet. They're the coolest kids. I'm like, all right. I know it, honey. They're the best. I know they're the best. Oh my God, that just shows you how fun a celebrity show is. Look how much fun that is.
Look at that.
Bring your asses out.
That's in the middle of a song.
Yeah. So, and this actually was one of the more recent shows that
I think that's the Luchador show.
That was Luchador here in San Antonio. So you can see how Justin, how well he treats his fans. You see that? So that's me and MB in the background right there. I'm giving her, I don't know if I'm telling her something or I'm saying her, go get me another beer. I don't know what I'm telling her. Or am I sweet nothings?
Yeah.
That's what it was. And Justin saying, you know what? The hell with this place. You know what I'm saying? Who's that right there? That's
Chia.
That's right.
That's our trombone player.
There you go, trombone.
Our tromboner, as it will.
Shout out to Chia. Chia.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
right.
She is so fucking funny.
He's awesome, by the way. He gave me a lot of love at this last show.
Yeah,
shout out to Chia, man.
He's a sweetheart.
Yes, sir. Let's see. So no, okay. Now we gotta go back to the fact that the new album's dropping February 17th, right? 21723. Remember that, everybody. Go to razor2wrist.com and check out
T-O, not the number 2.
Yeah, T-O, and check out the fucking fly ass merch, son. Check out the merch.
This is the devil made me do it package.
Yes, and there's a lot of packages. When you go on the website, you can kind of, there's certain items you like. You can actually pick a package that fits whatever it is you like. But if you can you kind of describe? Well, actually, what is your favorite item in the mix? I like this one right here. The caffeine T-shirt is amazing.
And dude, you know what? We thought that was just gonna be just like it's fucking metal, but cool. Dude, it's got that fucking 70s skateboard vibe.
Yep,
I love it. Honestly, I think that hoodie's probably my favorite. I mean, clearly, I like the hoodies Razor to Wrist makes.
Absolutely,
dude. So funny story about that hoodie. It was going to be like this one. It was going to be a pullover.
Sure.
And that's not a common color. And I think that
this is a zipper.
Yeah, it's a zip-up.
It's a straight up. Oh, snap cheese.
And
okay,
I think that there was some in discussing it with the people who were producing it. They're like, I don't know if we can get pullovers in time. Yeah. They said we got these zip ups, and they've got a white zipper and white whatever these called.
Yeah,
Puladilios.
I love them.
And they sent us a picture of this like fucking suave ass dude wearing the purple hoodie, and we were like, it was like a solid hour of like, what the fuck is that model doing? And then we actually saw a render. Yeah, dude, it was like it just every time I see a male model that's like doing his job way too seriously, I just imagine Daniel Tosh, and he's like suave, bitch.
Oh, no.
Like, high fashion.
Love that guy, by the way.
High fashion.
Love that guy.
But when we finally saw a rendering with the white accents and that, it looks fucking killer. I cannot wait to get it.
I'll tell you what, I don't mind seeing myself in that purple hoodie with the beanie,
the fold up, with the green letters. You can't see it on there yet.
Yes, and then having that right there, having the album in my fucking hand.
Dude, honestly, I think this is the most excited I am about a run of merch, because I would wear every single one of those. Like, I mean, not that I have, I got my own package from the last album, and clearly I wear it. Yeah. But I'm like, dude, I fucking love the Galaga shirt.
That is so.
Or is it Space Invaders? I mix them up.
No, it's Space Invaders. You're right.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, dude, it's just, dude. So Pablo did the album art one, and that one. I think he might have done that one as well. But Jason, the from the label, I think he tweaked this one a little bit, added to it, and then he had one of his guys do the animation for Caffeine. And that's just, dude, it is so nice. Back when we were doing like Derivative and Integral, we had somebody draw that for us, right? But I had to, when we got them pressed up, we did it through CD Baby. I had to do that shit myself. I had to go in and do the layout, and I did the CD cover. I'm the one who did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't fucking play that game. I don't like doing it.
That's not what I do. Okay.
Yeah. So having the guys, having fucking Jason.
Yeah, rock out. That's the neighbor right here. What's up, bro?
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Dude, having Jason on board, like, and helping us out and putting the effort that he puts into his projects, dude. As a matter of fact, there's one of his albums comes with the package there, the In the Blind album, which is the astronaut there, which is the fucking coolest album cover.
That looks really fucking cool, dude.
And I have that on a shirt. It's fucking killer.
That's right.
But yeah, being able to have someone like him, and they have a marketing guy now named Mike, who is helping us with it. Him and Pablo are like besties. They do lunch dates on Zoom every day, I think.
Calling you out, bro.
Dude, they're just fucking professionals, and it's so cool. Like it's so cool to have that kind of attention put towards our shit.
Sure.
So people need to go pre-order.
No, I've already got dibs on the caffeine shirt because I go by that stupid ass corny name of the Caffeinated Collector.
Nice.
So that to me is just, I saw that, I was like, boingo, anybody who loves coffee, you got to get this t-shirt. You like good music and coffee. That's a freaking combination for winning. No, okay, so this merch right here is awesome, but I wanted to give a shout out throwback to the previous album. For something that was put out and it looked like this.
That's fucking, yeah.
The Sexual Ale IPA. Now, I got to put this into perspective. This is how cool Justin is, and he's the best person ever, right?
Nothing to do with me.
Whatever. So, no, this dude is amazing. I went to hang out with him, and he was gracious enough to save me one of these. And it's just like having sneakers. If you're going to buy sneakers, you wear them. If you buy beer, you drink it. You don't just fucking buy something and don't put it to good use. So I just thought this was bad. And I'm going to give a little photo here of myself holding that exact beer. And the shit was delicious, by the way. It was delicious.
It's a great story how that beer happened.
That's exactly what my lead to was. How did this idea of having a beer made come about, my friend?
So it was not our idea.
Okay.
There's a guy from Boise,
Idaho.
His name's Cody Connolly, and we have become really good friends. The coolest motherfucker. I mean, second coolest.
Okay, I was about to say pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Let's not get all crazy
He's
now.
Such a fucking cool dude. He's a big dog fashion fan, big celebrity fan, and he was the master brewer, the head brewer at a brewery.
Oh no shit.
And he found out that Greg brews his own beer. Our guitar player Greg loves to brew beer, and he's damn good at it.
Awesome.
So we reached out to Greg and said, "Hey, man, let's collaborate on a beer." He's like, we'll sell them here, and the profits can go to a charity of your choice."
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So they discussed the fucking the different hops they were going to put into it, and it was a whole thing. And then while we were tracking horns for this record, Pablo was sitting there. Like I asked Pablo. Our shit's a mess. It takes a lot to keep track of who's playing what key we're in, and making sure everybody's kind of on it. So I asked Pablo to come, and he ended up just drinking beer and spending the whole time animating that fucking
thing right here.
That Pablo drew that. That was his first official contribution to celebrity.
You're
artwork.
the fucking man, Pablo. Shout out.
But yeah, he sat there and made that up, and it's fucking killer. And then Cody shipped us a couple of cases, which might be illegal. It's cross state lines. I don't know.
If a beer looks good and then it makes you feel good, that's a combination for something.
Yeah,
that's a combination for babies to be made. I'm just saying. But because that shit was good.
But dude, there was a limited amount. I think I got a 6-pack to take home with me.
Really?
Yeah. And
you gave me one of them.
And I gave you one of them. You don't know something?
Oh.
I had another one on my fridge, and my grandmother came to visit me, and she's like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, that's our beer. That's my band's signature beer." And she fucking took it and put it in her purse.
Yeah.
My grandmother does not drink.
Yeah.
She's very much anti-beer.
Yeah.
Cheers, Nanny.
Cheers.
Very much anti my hedonism. And she fucking took my beer.
You know what? As she should, goddammit. If there was no her, there would be no you.
There's gonna be
She's
got this like China Hutch trophy case in her house, and it's got like my 3rd grade flag football trophy in it, and then my band's fucking empty beer cans in there.
I love it. As she should. She should. That's fucking beautiful. No, I can tell you about that night that we had such a great time. And I remember when you gave this to me, I felt so honored, and I cracked it open and I drank every ounce of it, and I kept the can. And I think the can is in my storage too. I still have the can.
Yeah.
I still have the can.
You better.
I do. I have the can. I still have this can. And thank you again for giving that to me because I knew it was a very special thing for the band. And shout out to who's the guy in Idaho?
Cody Connolly. Guess what?
Thank you, Cody.
He's going to be here. You can thank him in person.
Really? Get the hell out of here.
He flew down for our polka dot show.
Shut up.
He fucking flew down here for that. And I hooked him up because I work in corporate AVs and the hotel industry are kind of, they confuculate. That's a Justin word. You can have it.
They intermingle. Intertwine,
confuculate.
Confuculate. There you go.
So
I tried to fix it.
He's gonna bring his girlfriend, who is, I guess, also a fan. They're both flying down. I got them a hotel room for 2 nights at a good price.
So you're telling me that we have to go. That's what you're saying.
Well, you fucking better.
So when is this? When is this happening? When is this?
It is February 17th.
See how everything we talk about comes to this epic release.
It comes full circle
of on February 17th.
Could you do it in a direction that is not?
No.
You're like it comes.
It comes. It's like glue.
Wow.
But no, that sounds like so much fun. The fact that I brought that's happening.
Yeah, so he's flying down. I'm excited to meet his girlfriend. Dude, I picked him up from the airport when he flew down last time.
That is insane.
And dude, we went out. I took him to the Hofbrau.
Yes.
I just took him around San Antonio. And dude, again, these people that you meet from around the world, and it's just like fucking old friends. Like, dude, Cody is just the cool. He fucking texted me, "Hey man, what do you think about this amp?" Or, "Hey, check out my new guitar." And dude, he is the coolest dude. And I'm fucking he's not a brewer anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
But he's still cool.
We'll let him still hang.
He can still hang.
He can still come down.
No, he's a fucking sweetheart. And it's crazy the people that I've been able to make friends with around the fucking world.
Absolutely.
Dude, I did guest vocals on a fucking metal record for a dude from London today.
Who's that guy?
His name is Barry something.
So
the guy who played the lead on our next single.
Okay, yes.
His name is Matt Rice. Fucking awesome dude. I might go to Australia to visit him this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I want to go to Australia.
Well, not with me.
I'm gonna go with you. I'll pay for the trip.
But so Matt, he and him are friends, and he asked Matt to play a lead on his record.
Okay.
And I don't know how the two of them conspired to get me to sing on the record, and it had been way too long. I took way too long to get it done, but I finished it today. I don't even know the name of I don't know the name of the album. I don't know anything yet. His name is Barry Snook.
Shout out to Barry.
It's a fucking dude. The track is heavy. It's like it's like a testament, like a modern testament song. Oh. It's fucking killer. I hadn't gotten to sing anything like that in a long time. But dude, Fred. So I now have a friend from London, dude. Matt Rice, dude. It is 5 hours before now, but tomorrow in Australia.
That's crazy.
And
my cat is shocked. Look at that.
And dude, on sometimes on a Friday night, it'll be Saturday afternoon, and Matt and I will get on fucking Facebook and have a couple of beers and chit chat, and fucking him and I are probably gonna have a project at some point. But yeah, man, just being able to meet fucking people like Cody and Matt and Barry, like from around the fucking world. I'm just some fucking douchebag that drinks too much in San Antonio, bro. Well, that's cool.
It speaks volumes to how you are and who you are, as a person. People find the fact that you're just a great dude, man. You can lay it on as thick as I can lay it on as thick as I want. But I'm being honest here. I think that's what made me gravitate towards you early on as well, because there's no lying in you. There's no lying in you. When it comes to being a good dude. Outside of that, I don't know. I can't really tell. But
I don't lie. And that's not a. It's
not fun to do, right? It's not fun.
No, I was gonna say it's not necessarily a positive. Dude, years ago, when I was in my early 20s, I I just realized that I didn't like who I was.
Hmm.
And in that, it was that funk that I was in. I just kind of was, I realized like, man, I just don't give a shit what anybody thinks. So I'm not going to put effort into like, I can't remember this shit anyway. Like, I'm just not going to put any effort into lying to make anybody feel better about shit. And I've just been that way since. Like, it's kind of a weird way to be honest. Like, it's kind of a weird reason to come to being an honest person, but that's not. I didn't do it because I thought that I would make cool teddy bear friends like you, but here we are.
No, but I can see that because you can tell when people are full of shit, and I don't like people who sugarcoat things or lay it on too thick when it's not needed. What you see is what you get, and that's what I like.
Dude, people underestimate how fucking interesting they are. People
Absolutely.
like to exaggerate and make shit up, and it's like, man, you realize you're cool anyway, right?
Good
like,
statement,
dude. People are fucking like, hey, if I can tell any of you something, you're pretty fucking. Nobody does what you do, but you, and that's interesting. So fucking, you don't need to lie about shit or ham it up to fucking, make because you don't think that you're interesting enough. It's not true. Just be yourself, and people will fucking dig it. And if they don't dig it, fuck them. Don't be around them.
Peace.
Spend your time around people you want to be around and who like being around you. That's what you should do with your life. That's what I'm doing right now. Cheers.
And cheers. Cheers. My guy.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't have said it better myself. Now, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to a friend of mine as well, Theo. I want to give a shout out to a company called Brotherly Fusion. They sell cigars, and if you're in, do you like cigars?
No.
No, I mean, I'm not a big cigar smoker, but I hear that there's a large group of people out there that love cigars. I wanted to kind of put this up there. My friend Theo, check out brotherlyfusioncigars.com. Man, check out, it's veteran-owned company, great person, great company, great quality of cigars. I don't know much about cigars, but I guarantee you, if you're looking for the premium, top of the line, best out there, check them out for sure. Check them out.
Dude, my buddy Jake, awesome drummer, played in a band I was in, used to bring cigars to my house and we'd get hammered and smoke them. And the problem with cigars, and the reason I said no kind of dramatically, is because he'd be like, here, man, I got you some. And then I would get hammered, and the drunker I get, the more I would just smoke them like it's a cigarette.
That's right.
And it's just like it's like 12:30, your third beer in or fourth beer in, and you're fucking vomiting like it's the worst hangover ever.
I've had that happen to me before, and there's a lot that goes into it. There's a certain
I can't handle it. I'm too stupid. Is the problem?
I am not that sophisticated. I am not that sophisticated.
No. Okay? Yeah, mashed potatoes and corn.
Mashed taters. I like some taters.
That's right. I don't smoke much, but if I can, I want it to be something I can inhale.
That's right.
Goddamn.
I can't do this puff
fast time. I ain't Bush Jr. I inhale. Was it him or was it Clinton?
No, it was Clinton. I did inhale.
Yeah.
Was it?
No, Bush just didn't smell the cocaine.
Yeah,
something. His fucking face hole.
Oh my god! But no, I mean, honestly, I'm really, really excited for the 17th now. Not only just because the album's coming out, because now you get that. So who are you playing with on the 17th again?
Let me pull up the lineup. It is a killer lineup.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Now you give me 1 second. I will cease and desist to the restroom real quickly. I cannot hold it no longer. I'll be right back. Envy, you want to come take my spot? Excuse me, Bubba.
Oh, am I in your way?
You will. I'll be right back.
Welcome to the Justin Show. My first guest, Mary Beth.
Oh
my gosh. Here we
go. Hello, everybody.
I like her shirt. It's our Pornhub shirt.
Let me get in shot. There we go. I'm not good at this. This is Joe's doing.
So, all right. Our CD release show is at the Starlighter in San Antonio, Texas, featuring Young Costello, killer band, a band called Sloth from here in San Antonio, Texas, and Blown Lights. And I have heard all the bands.
Yeah.
And It's good. I'm kind of a dick about music, and I'm excited to be playing with like some interesting bands that have killer musicians in them. I'm actually really excited.
Are they all rock bands, or
They're at least rock.
Rock.
They're not metal bands. They're not.
You know what? That's cool.
Yeah, dude.
That's
I mean,
freaking cool.
we there is not a show that we could play where we wouldn't be fucking weird. So it doesn't matter. It's like
I wouldn't call it weird. I would call it eclectic. It's a little bit of everything.
Well, I mean, when people go to a metalcore show, they're like, we want to hear knockoff at the gates riffs and breakdowns and auto-tune vocals. Yeah. And when somebody doesn't fit that, then they fold their arms and stand in the back.
And this is me recording.
You're like, this is Keller. Who is this man? Yeah. So I mean, I think that we were kind of weirded out by or afraid of playing lineups that we wouldn't fit in. Mm-hmm. But there is no lineup we don't.
That's okay.
That we fit
it's okay to be different.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you hear that? Life lessons.
It's okay to be different.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So, as a lady, we've been to numerous celebrity sex scandal shows live.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you're listening to the music? Do you feel?
And don't be graphic. Don't be graphic. This is a family show.
It is a family show. No, totally. It's just like a really killer vibe. Like you can I'm just headbanging, and like this guy puts on a sick show.
Does it make you want to dance?
Yes. There was in the last one I went to at the Luchador, y'all. There was like a dance party part.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah.
Dude, that was fucking crazy.
That was so fun.
That was like the best that has ever. So during Trapped by the Speed of Light, there's a bridge where we have the guitar. I chopped it up and it sounds like a keyboard in the track.
Yeah.
So Greg can just put his guitar down. And he gets out and we always egg people on and like, come up and fucking dance with us during this part. And the entire audience did.
The entire bar.
People who were there that were clearly not into rock and roll were like, Keller, this is fine. It was, dude, it literally went from like 4 dudes that were like, yeah, and like kind of bashing into each other while we're playing.
Place. That is the magic of this band.
It was
the
nuts.
magic.
Just the once. That was nuts.
So good.
Yeah, that was
it can happen again.
Lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice, man.
We won't be at the Luchador.
That's fucking give it. I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna go there. It's a different venue. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
We walked into the Luchador. We're like, this is interesting. Where's the wrestling match? Like, what a lay. I was all right. Let's go in there. And then once you go in, it's real nice. But
it's a cool.
Yeah, it's a cool spot.
But when we first walked in, we're like, wait a minute.
Where's the entrance?
I don't know what we got ourselves into, but no.
That's
good, honey. But no. Okay. So, do you find it annoying that I listen to their music all the time?
No.
Okay.
I'll be like playing my game. Like this is my routine in the car because he drives everywhere. So I'll be playing my game. I'm like, oh, Justin's on the radio. Okay.
That is the exact okay, Justin's on the radio. It's like, seriously, it's like all the time. And dude, it's a bit obsessive.
You want to hear a funny story?
Sure.
I met. God, I think it was so there's a band from San Antonio. They're called Drowning Motor. Cool fucking band. Their bass player Joel's a friend of mine. Fucking cool dude. I can't remember. I can't remember. I met one of the other members at work. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember if it was their bass. I think it was their original bass player. So the dude that I know, Joel, was playing guitar, and then their bass player was in an accident, and he took over bass. But anyway, that doesn't matter. He told me one time he got in an elevator, and he hit the button, and he hears a song come on. And he's like, "Oh, that's cool." And then it kicks in, and he's like, "Oh, fuck. Dude, is this my band? Is my band playing in this fucking elevator right? Oh, shit. Hang on. Hello?" Yeah, his fucking song is his ringtone. Forgot about it. I was like, that is the greatest fucking story ever. Oh my god. Yeah, that's me every time. Well, and I do also have my band as my ringtone, but that's so fucking
As people
funny.
in the elevator should ask, what is that? How
Oh my
can I
God.
get my hands on that?
Oh yeah. Well, let me take off this hoodie and then.
You guys are great. So, any other questions you might have for Justin, baby, before you get dethroned?
Not that I can think of with the flash, so I will allow thee to return.
High five. Best guest, dude. I'm lucky I had her as my first guest from my new podcast.
Hey, by all means, you know I'm starting to get some vibes here. I'm really liking the way this is working out. No, all right. Well, thank you, honey. She is the second half to Moody's mind. So without her, there's none of this. To be honest with you, there's no her, no none of us. So no, okay, man. So we were at the point where I wanted to give you the opportunity to kind of list, and we do a lot of rankings on our podcast. We talk about horror movies. I'm sure you know. We talk about collecting things that we find that we're really, interested in about collecting. If you could list just off the top of your head, this isn't a definitive list, but currently list your top 5 horror movies that just come to mind, and then we can kind of dive in about each one. So do you have a top 5? Put you on the spot.
I love old school. Like I fucking love Hellraiser.
Woo!
I think Hellraiser might be my number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I like sexy. You went straight to number 1.
I think.
Oh.
Yeah, right. That's kind of the other way around.
Oh,
right?
I love you.
I'm just
come here.
From the best.
No. Who do we got over here?
Oh, touch me, Clive Barker.
Yeah. Love it. I love it. Hellraiser
Dude,
kills.
I feel hesitant because I love movies like Clinton and that dude inhaled.
Hey, that's too funny.
He's like he only gets rapey after a few joints.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Dude. The problem is that I like a lot of movies that kind of, they kind of split the crowd, like Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. Those are
love it.
Those are, I would firmly put them in the horror category too.
Absolutely.
But I love Return of the Living Dead, which is again, it's a goofy kind of.
The Return of the Living Dead. Oh, dude, that's why I love this guy.
But again, I hesitate to call that a horror movie.
It's a horror comedy.
Yeah.
It's a horror com.
Yeah, I like a lot of the old ones, man.
So you listed a good amount. Hold on. So let's recap. So top 5, you mentioned Hellraiser.
Yep. Evil Dead.
Yeah. Evil Dead 1 or 2.
That's
quite the
honestly.
Yeah.
So do you know what the term suspension of disbelief means?
Yeah.
So in the first one, I'm like, that chick has lip liner on her eyebrows. That's her costume. She's a little pale and she has some lip liner.
It's not believable.
I call that right. Friday Night in Laredo.
You're right.
It's not so scary.
Hey, not to think about Laredo. It's fucking cucuys out there, bro. It's fucking cucuys.
I think the production quality of the second one, I can, I'm not distracted by the cheapness of the production in the second one.
I mean, in reality, they took the first one and just redid it.
Yeah.
So you're 100% accurate on that. So, okay, so we got Hellraiser, Evil Dead 2. Then I heard you say Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead. You got 2 more.
Dead Alive.
Really? You love Dead Alive?
I bought that shirt at the same time.
Fucking great.
Or Brain Dead if you're from anywhere other than the United States.
Yeah. Okay, that's a great fucking movie. That's 4. That's a great top 4. You don't have because you don't have any of the mainstream. I don't consider Hellraiser like a mainstream. It's kind of up there, but not really. But you got 4. What's your number 5? And remember, when I look at number 5 or top 5s, they could be interchangeable, right?
Yeah.
They can't.
It just depends on what mood I'm in.
Exactly.
Like today's a Dos Equis day. If it was an Arrogant Bastard day, I might go something else.
Amen. That's right.
Dude, you know what?
Dun, dun, dun.
What is it called? Nightbreed?
Yeah. Oh, you bitch.
Let's go get a beer in Midian.
So you really love. Oh my God.
Nightbreed.
I showed her Nightbreed.
That's a good one.
And she loves it.
Yeah.
She had never seen it.
Dude, I just love the. You know, honestly, when I was a teenager, I was a huge Cradle of Filth fan, and that dude took so much inspiration from that, like H.P. Lovecraft, and and fucking Nightbreed and shit like that. And I actually got into it because of like looking into the lyrics and what he was writing about.
Oh, bro, we need to have me and a couple of my friends, we do watch-alongs. I'm pretty sure they won't have a problem either doing a watch-along with Nightbreed, Hellraiser, any of the movies you mentioned, bro. So you got to come back.
I'm down. Dude, you know, it's funny. When it comes to horror movies, I am such an asshole. Like, I remember we went and saw, I don't remember if it was Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 or 2, but we were like buzzed and snuck a bunch of beers in, and we were sitting in the audience like trying to open beers. Trying to crack open beers while we were watching. And I was the asshole in the front, like when some dude would die super brutal and everybody's going, I was like, yes! Fucking yes!
Okay. So I love this moment because this happened organically. You mentioned Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2. Are you a fan of the franchise, those two? Or do you like, do you just, like, a lot of people don't like them and they discard them and just love the other? What are your thoughts on the Rob Zombies? That's what I want to know. I
think that everyone should pull their head out of their asses.
The culo.
Yeah. Okay. Dude, listen. I'm going to draw a parallel in a different subject.
Oh, I love it.
I'm a fucking 90s kid, and Ninja Turtles.
Amen. Behind you.
She's
not
gospel.
a 90s kid. She's not a 90s kid. Turtles right behind your head.
I have that exact same machine.
There's a reason why we have it. Yes.
Ninja Turtles are gospel. How many fucking times have the Ninja Turtles been revamped, reinterpreted?
Can't even tell you.
Listen, I still don't really like the Michael Bay movies, but I'll watch them. Fuck yeah. Listen, right. and I got into so many arguments with people about this, like when like with fucking James Bond 2, and like the remake of Cowboy Bebop, the live action one, and all that, and people get so fucking protective of this IP that they love. And I just listen, outrage is the currency of the internet, man. And it just drives me up the fucking wall, dude. And in arguing with people about that, the conclusion that I came to is if it's something that you fucking love, it might not be perfect, but take the fucking opportunity to be entertained. That's what this is. It's all entertainment. If you like watching a big tall motherfucker stab people, then enjoy a movie about a big tall motherfucker stabbing people.
That's right. That's right.
Why do people get so goddamn upset about it? It's not like he reinterpreted it into a fucking neon green musical.
That's true.
He made a movie, and it's a fucking movie where a big tall bastard stabs people. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? I gave you what you want, and you're still not happy. People were mad because Halloween 3, no Michael Myers, so on and so forth.
Yeah, Seasons of the Witch.
Yeah,
what's up? I knew that off the top of my head.
I love the fact that you know that, and we're gonna get it. That's gonna be my next question to you because they're the ones that are always the most controversial. But fans got a lot of Michael Myers in the Rob Zombie films. Mm-hmm. They got a lot of Michael Myers, and that was one of the biggest complaints when it came to Halloween 3 and Halloween Ends and all these movies is that there wasn't enough Michael. These two films gave you more than enough of Michael, and apparently
everybody's fucking still
still a lot of hate. So at the end of the day, when I look at it from that perspective, it's like everybody's gonna bitch and moan. Everybody's gonna have what they like, what they don't like. At the end of the day, we're not movie critics; we're just fans, right?
Well, even the movie critics can fuck off. They can
fucking rubber ducky.
Dude, let me throw out a controversial opinion.
Please.
Have you watched Velma?
Velma? What? No.
Velma is the Mindy Kaling. And by the way, I don't think Mindy Kaling is funny at all. But
I'm looking it up right now.
She is doing a new version of Scooby-Doo. It's focused on Velma. That's like for adults.
Interesting.
And
why?
And it is the most hated show on the fucking in the world right now. People are losing their goddamn minds about how much they hate the show because all the conservatives are like, now they're brown, I don't like it. and all the super liberals are like, which I usually count myself among, they're like, they're young and they're talking about fucking, and I'm like, that's what teenagers do, man. I don't know if you remember being a teenager.
About. That's all they think about.
But it's dude, my wife and I love it. We watch it and it's fucking hilarious. And I really enjoy it. Kind of reminds me of the last, again, I'm a nerd out about some turtle shit. The last reinterpretation of the Ninja Turtles called Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
They completely gutted and redid the entire IP. And I love that about it because I feel like the 2012 series, watch me dive into my turtle nerdness. I feel like the 2012 series literally took everything from every version of the Turtles that ever existed, pulled them all in, and made use of all of it.
Yep.
In an awesome, honest to the fucking original story way, and there's nothing more to be said about it. Okay. And so what they did is they took and just flipped it on its head and made a whole new thing about it, and I fucking loved it. Yep. And to me, that's what, like, the fun of Velma, aside from it just being hilarious, is the trip of how you're introduced to these characters, or how they start off a certain way and then they end up turning into the characters that you know and love.
Yeah.
Like, that's the fun of it.
Absolutely.
Fucking people need to just dick off. But dude, when it comes to the fucking Michael Myers thing, like when people exposition.
Yes.
Exposition. People like, no, more stabbing, and then you give them more stabbing, and they're like, oh, what's the story? Get the fuck over it. People just want to complain.
Amen.
You know, dude, when it comes to like, and I can draw parallels with fucking records, like metal bands like fucking Trivium. Trivium got huge because the motherfucker's a killer guitar player, and because he writes bitchin' songs. Yes. It wasn't because he had the greatest growl of ever. No, he's a great songwriter. And then when he stopped growling, everyone was like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
I've seen them live twice, and they put on fucking amazing shows.
I saw them open for Slipknot.
Yes,
you were there.
Yes, I was. That? Yes.
Concrete Street.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I was there.
Yeah. Great fucking dude. So, you know, people, when you look at like the tomato meter, like, just fucking, are you fucking kidding me? Have you seen what Bill and Ted rank on there? Clearly, it's evidence that it's a flawed system.
Yes. No. I actually loved it. I actually loved Bill and Ted, by the way.
Oh, did you the third one?
Yes, I did. It's because it's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted more. You got it. And then
exactly
how can you hate something that you wanted? You asked for this shit, not me. You know what I mean? Like, you asked for it, you got it. Why hate on it anyway?
You're like, oh, it's in my eyes, and I didn't want it. Like, you knew that's where it was going.
Plug in the celebrity. That's all. That's a celebrity section. But no, okay. So one more Halloween franchise-related question, because as you know, I'm a big fan of all that shit. Halloween 3, it gets a lot of hate. Halloween 3, I've shown to my honey. And she enjoyed it. I enjoy it. I
you're talking about her.
Yes, we enjoy it more than most. We enjoy it more than most. You gave me your opinion about the Rob Zombie films. How do you feel about Halloween 3? Season out the way.
I think that they set a precedent with the first two films in the era of the slasher horror movies.
Yes.
They set a precedent by making it focused on this character. And then they, turn the precedent on its head. And, and originally it was going to be like an anthology series, right? That was the plan.
That's 100% right. Yes.
And I think what was the story is that, like, it was originally going to be an anthology series, but the first one did so well, they wanted to expand on that story. and then they went back to the original idea.
That's right.
It's their shit. They can do with it what they want.
Do what they want.
I mean,
That's
listen,
right.
People associate that fucking title with that character. And that is, to me, it's more a statement about marketing. Like I'll give you another musical example. Mr.
Please.
Bungle.
Oh.
Dude.
Yeah.
If you listen to any of the first 3 Mr. Bungle records,
yeah,
you get circus clown wacky jerk off shit. And then you listen to they quote unquote reunited and they put out a quote unquote record. It's a reimagining of their original demo that they were from when they were in high school. And now they're just a shitty thrash band. They sound like a bunch of high schoolers playing high school 16-year-old thrash.
That's right.
And,
That's right.
And while I too was once a 16-year-old who played thrash, I'm a fucking adult now. And I'm not so into it.
That's right.
You
have the right to change your opinion about things.
Yes. Well, I mean, and also, I mean, I've grown out of it, I think. that kind of dumb thrash. But I say that wearing a fucking demolition hammer under this shirt, under this hoodie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fucking, I love dumb thrash, but it's not smart dumb thrash. Like it's not really well executed dumb thrash.
Got it.
But again, the point is that you set up the expectation that it's Mr. Bungle. But I get it that with a band like Mr. Bungle, it's a band like mine, which is that the expectation is that the record's going to sound like whatever the fuck I feel like it's going to sound like.
Yeah, that's true.
So I can't really complain. But yet here I am complaining that it's not fun and weird. So listen, I mean, I think that the argument that you have the guy with the stabbing and fuck off.
Yeah, I agree. That's right.
I mean, dude, even in the horror corner, you know, one of my best friends in the whole world sings for a band called Blitz Kid, and they're a horror punk band. Oh, and he's a fucking amazing songwriter, and he has another band that I play guitar for called The Gathering of None, and all of the horror fans are like, "Is he talking about stabbing bitches? No, then I ain't interested.
We not killing. We ain't chilling."
If you like the dude's songwriting, then check out the dude's songwriting.
Yes.
If you like the story that the dude wrote about a guy that kills people, check out his other story about other things that kill people.
I agree.
People are finicky cunts.
They are, especially in today's society. Everybody's a critic. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has something to bitch and moan about.
Yeah.
You know. No, I appreciate your opinions, man, because you know everything. From what I can gather, you're just a fan of what it is, and you're entitled to your opinion, but it is what it is. You can't change it,
dude.
And why not enjoy what it is, right?
Yeah, it's about, you know, take the opportunity to get your jollies. Like,
yeah,
if like I'm playing with my fucking.
I love it.
I don't live my life looking for opportunities to get upset about shit, and I don't think that most people do, but. If you were to judge people by their online presence, that's the impression that you get.
Yeah, that's true. And too many people spend a lot of time worrying about that kind of shit. I try to be as transparent as possible. I might post a couple too many selfies, but that doesn't mean I'm into myself. I have to be probably
how can you not?
I have to probably be one of the most insecure people in the world, and my honey can tell you that. It's just that I think I do that as a defense mechanism to tell myself that I'm not as bad as I think I am, you know. But that doesn't mean that, you know, am I better than anybody? No. Do I just because I post photos doesn't speak to who I am as a person? I mean, he can tell you that. I don't do things to get attention. I don't do things to try to make myself seem like I'm better than anybody. I just want to have fun and surround myself with good, wholesome people and enjoy the things that I enjoy. So if there's people out there that hate Halloween 3, let them hate it. Do I hate it? No. Is it different? Yes. You know why I like it? Because it is different. And there's nothing wrong with liking things that are different, in my opinion.
Just fucking people need to just take every opportunity they can. There's a comedian. Oh, God damn it. Now I'm going to blank on his name. Did you ever see that? He did like the shitty Batman with College Humor.
Oh yeah, I've seen those videos.
Pete Holmes.
Yes.
Pete Holmes,
yes.
and he did this. He does this bit on one of his HBO stand-ups, and he talks about being an easy laugh. And he's like, people pride themselves on being a hard laugh, and he's like, fucking why? He's like, he's like, do you not enjoy life? Like, you pride yourself on not enjoying. Like, fucking why?
Exactly,
dude. Just fucking, take the opportunity to be entertained. Take the opportunity to smile and laugh. And if you like watching people get murdered on screen, there's lots of fucking ways to do it other than one big dude with a knife.
There's many ways. There's many ways. And if you are like me, you enjoy what you enjoy, a la you enjoy good music. And
wait, your transition game, son.
My transition game is strong.
On point, sir.
And again, I just want to throw this out there that if you haven't already, go out to razor2wrist.com and pre-order the following album.
Yeah, please do. Seriously, those pre-orders, the way it works in the music business is the pre-orders help pay for the run of merch. Because, clearly we're paying wholesale for the merch and you're buying it at regular price when you pre-order. But the more that people pre-order, the more we're able to buy merch in bulk. So please do, because then we can put out more merch and we can have merch on hand when we play shows and we can play bigger shows and we can travel more. All of that stuff, cascading effects, man.
That's right. And you want to be a part of this because I'm telling you, the music speaks for itself, but the fun that you have just being associated with this stuff is just, it pays off. I never thought 10 years ago that we would be where we're at now. I'm speaking from the heart. This is some real shit. And it's been an honor and a pleasure, my friend, to hang out with you, man. I mean that, dude.
Hey, honestly, I think that if you were to invite me to your house, turn this camera out, we'd probably have the same fucking conversation, sincerely.
We really would. we really would. I mean, every time we've hung out, it has been nothing but a blast. We do it just out of pure love, and the show ain't over just because this podcast is going to end. We're probably going to hang out and talk some more shit and have some good fun.
I'm going to pee first, though.
Yeah, he's going to go pee because I went outside and watered some plants. But no, is there any last thoughts in conclusion to what we've done right now? Anything you have to say?
February 17th at the Starlighter in San Antonio. If you're surrounding the area, like if you're in Houston, Austin, around Dallas,
Corpus,
if you want to
Laredo,
if you want to travel for a good fucking show, like I think it's going to be the best show we've ever played. And hey, man, I know we're kind of a metal band, but when we play live, it is about having a fucking good time. And if you want to come have a good fucking time, you want to come bring your dancing shoes, come fucking hang out with us. Come. If you saw me on this podcast and you come to my show, come give me a fucking hug, come say hi. I'll buy you a beer. Like,
I'll buy you a beer. I will.
It's all about having fun. And dude, and if you can't make it to the show, check out the stuff on YouTube. We've got 3 new singles out on YouTube, Celebrity Sex Scandal. Look us up, or go to the Razor to Wrist YouTube page, our label. We'll have them all as well. Hey, and just fucking thanks for watching. And thanks for having me, motherfucker.
Of course.
It's killer. I've been watching you and fucking
we have about maybe 10 viewers
and your lovely lady. I've been watching you and your lovely lady sit and talk shit, and I'm like, I want to talk shit.
We love it. Yeah, and thank you for everybody who's watching this or not watching this. If you are watching it, appreciate you very much. But check my friends out, man. Justin, the guys at Celebrity are just the best. I can't say enough. And I forgot to mention that there's a wedding coming up, right?
Oh fuck!
There's a wedding.
Yes.
Oh, so we're just gonna drop a little bit of information real quick before we get off live. My friend I think this came from the same drunken night that we decided to have this podcast.
Not really. No.
Not really. No.
I was from the minute I found out. That you were getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. So we had talked about it that night, and I want him to come and enjoy himself with his beautiful wife and his family and the kiddos. I don't want him to do anything, but he has said and he was very serious. He
Yeah,
said,
I mean, I insist.
I insist that he's going to be performing at the wedding.
I want to sing a song.
He wants to sing a
for this
song.
fool. I don't know what it's going to be yet.
I have a song in mind, but we'll reconnect on that.
Yeah.
But when that happens, there's going to be such an epic podcast after the fact. And we're going to have footage.
We're going to have the wedding recap podcast.
We're going to have the wedding recap podcast.
There we go.
You've heard it here first, folks. You've heard it here, folks. Oh, we got to comment real quickly. Who's talking? Oh. Love you, honey. You're
welcome.
You're the best, honey. We will definitely have a lot post the wedding, and this guy's gonna be singing a song. We don't know what it is yet, but it's gonna be amazing. He's a good dude. Love you to death, brother. And yeah, check out February 17th. Where's the location at?
The Starlighter.
Starlighter.
Fredericksburg.
Yes.
By the Woodlawn Theater in San Antonio, Texas. Come out. Come fucking hang out. It's going to be fun. We got fucking killer bands opening up for us. Young Costello. It's going to be awesome. I'm burping. I've been drinking Dos Equis.
It's okay.
I'm burping.
It's okay. That's okay.
I'm really excited about this show. I sincerely think this is like one of the most important shows that I have ever played. And I really hope that we fucking pack that place out.
Amen.
I think we will. I hope we will. And, with your help, we will.
Hell yeah. I have no doubt in my mind. All right. So we'll see y'all February 17th. And we'll be there rocking out with Celebrity Says Scandal. Check out the new album. Pre-order. Check out the merch. Do what you got to do. We'll see y'all then. We'll see y'all later. Moody's Mind is going to be out. Peace.